Hello there. Sliding sides on a Sunday. Try and say that fast 10 times. So great. So yesterday we started planting. So we have loads of different kinds of lettuce, parsley and spinach. And that's kind of what I eat. You know, parsley, spinach, salad. Yeah, that's my diet kind of. And so, yeah, great. Come Sunday morning, such a yum of a morning. So we're going to be working deeply into our rib cage and how we move our rib cage. So come lie on your back and rest in. Great. So come rest. So your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the floor. It's amazing how much more light there is in just 1 week. It's incredible. So just resting. And just feel the earth beneath you, that sense of the weight of your body. On the back of your head, your shoulders, the backs of your elbows, wherever your hands are resting. Left and right of the spine, the pelvis, the feet. Really earth yourself or ground yourself. There's this whole theory of earthing. Earthing is where you spend some time on the earth, on ground, or on a beach or in the water. Because actually, other than that, you are floating just above the ground with rubber on, or you're insulated from the earth. And we're supposed to be in contact. And so, yeah, just spending some time every day in contact with the earth is an amazing thing. The ground, the actual physical ground, rather than the floor of your house, because that's different. So push your feet down into the floor and roll up along your spine. And then roll slowly down to land on the floor. And again, rolling up. Feet are pushing down as you travel up. And then rolling down to land on the floor. Just feel, how do I travel up, pushing into my feet? And how do I deeply roll down? And then bring your hands to your lower rib cage. And as you rise up, just feel how your rib cage lifts. And then how your rib cage drops. Feel so many different movements going on. I can feel a bubbling in my hands of the different parts of me connecting and communicating. So as you rise, feel your rib cage filling into your hands, lifting your hands. And as you drop, feel the descending drop. Nice. So if you're minding your arms, be really careful in this class, okay? So reach your right arm up at a 45-degree angle and then drop your knees down towards the left. Bring your left hand across and hold the front of your rib cage, just the lower part of your rib cage. And then rock your knees back to center and then over towards the left. And just feel how your rib cage is opening a little bit like an accordion and then closing. And maybe travel around a little bit, sides of your rib cage, under your armpit. Is there any place that isn't moving so clearly? Maybe front of your chest. How do you feel the movement of this rib cage as you rock your knees over towards the left and then come back to center? And then just drop your knees down. And now we're going to glide. So glide the right knee up in the direction of the left elbow. And then bring your foot back to your foot or just tap the floor. And now as you move, how does your rib cage feel this? Your elbow's a little bit in the way, don't worry. How do you feel it? What is happening in your rib cage? Nice, come back to center. Bring both arms long beside you. And then bring your left arm up at a 45-degree angle. Drop both knees down towards the right. And then just rock your knees over and back towards the right. And just feel your rib cage opening, closing, opening, closing. And do you feel that in your hand or do you feel it in the rib cage? Travel a little bit. Nice. Super cool. Lovely. Drop your knees over towards the right. Now glide your left knee up. And just feel that as you slide your foot up and down. Something happens in your rib cage. Nice. Come all the way back, lie on the floor. Super. Reach your right arm up so it's on the floor above your head, 45-degree angle. Drop your knees to the left and now roll over onto your left side and feel that your rib cage opens. So you're lying on your left side, your head is floating, and then just move your rib cage back to the floor. Keep your knees together and then move it back onto the side again. So draw your rib cage back and then up. If you want to bring your hand underneath your head, you can, so that you're just moving your rib cage as far forward and then as far back as you can. Just feel that. Usually we have our hand out forward in front of us, but now we're just moving the rib cage forwards and backwards. One more time. Forwards and backwards. Nice. Roll over onto your back. Same thing, other side. So bring your right arm long above your head. You can tuck your left. Oh, no. Bring your left arm overhead, and you can bring your right hand underneath your head as you roll over onto the right side. And then just rock your rib cage backwards and forwards. You can bring your feet to rest on top of each other if you wish, or have your feet slightly stacked apart. Here's rocking your rib cage backwards and forwards. Backwards and forwards. One more time. Backwards, forwards. Nice. Come all the way back. Super. Just pause there. Cool. So bring your left hand behind the back of your head. Bring your two ankles together. Roll over onto your right side. No, left side, sorry. And then your right arm is long above your head. Stretch your right leg long. So my whole right side is stretching. And then bend your right knee, bend your right elbow. And then create as much length as you can through the right side of your body. And then pull your elbow and knee together. Stretch long through the right side. And then bend them together. Long. And draw it in. One more time. Long, and pause there. You can slide your fingers along the floor. You can slide your toes along the floor and get as super long as you can. Great, I get to scratch Chico. Perfectly placed dog. Nice. Bend your elbow, bend your knee, come back onto your side, and then the other way. So tuck your right hand behind the back of your head. Roll over onto your right side. Knees are stacked on top of each other. Stretch your left arm long, and then draw your left elbow to your left knee, and then reach them both long and stretch out as long as you can. And then bend them in. Stretch long. And so notice the floor beneath you. So you're lengthening through the left side, but there's something happening into the right side. You're lifting your waist off the floor a little bit on the right. You're pushing into the floor on the right. One more time. And then create incredible length through the left side of your body. But notice how the right side is pushing into the floor to create the space on the left side. Your whole body is active and communicating. It's connecting. It's working together. Nice. Come all the way back. Roll onto your back. Super cool. Come up to sit. And grab one stone. So like we did yesterday, this clock, stony clock, is going to be a thing that we're going to follow, okay? So straight in front of us is 12, 3, 6, 9, and 12, okay? So right hand, right stone or a stone, and reach your right hand forward and bring it as far forward as you can, and then come back. Lift your left foot in the air and keep it floating, and now bring your right hand forward. And notice the difference. You're like, oh God, it's so different. When your left foot is up, you can't go far. Reach your right hand, keep your left foot floating. Reach your right hand as far to the right as you can. Come back to center. Grab it. And then bring it behind you, but bring it more towards like 10, as far around the corner as you can, because you're going to have to pick the stone up with your right hand again over at 10 and bring it to 9. And then from 9, bring it to 12. Nice. Change direction. 12 to 9. And then try and get as far around the corner as you can because you're going to need help. And then grab it behind you. Bring it to 3. And then bring it to 12. Nice. Lower your foot down. Roll into your belly. And then the other direction. So balancing, balancing happens in loads of different places. Right now we're balancing. So left hand stone. And just reach your left hand forward and reach as far as you can forward. And just notice where your stone is with your 2 feet on the floor. And then come back. Lift your right foot up. Left hand reaches forward and put your stone down. Pick it up to 9. Pick it up. Around the corner as far as you can to help yourself. Back up. Pick it up. Bring it to 3. Pick it up. Bring it to 12. Nice. So pick it up. Bring it to 3. Right foot is floating the whole time. Pick it up. Get it around the corner. Nice. Pick it up. Bring it to 9. Finding it behind you is a bit tricky. Pick it up and bring it to 12. Nice. Both feet to the floor. Roll out through your belly. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. So you can come into a cross-legged position or leave your legs long here. So hold on to your rib cage with your left hand. So your left hand wraps across and holds on to your right rib cage. And then grab your stone and imagine that you're holding onto the steering wheel of your car with your right hand. And so we're going to turn a corner. We're going to exaggerate it. So turn the corner. So let your right shoulder lift. Let your left shoulder drop. And you turn the corner with your steering wheel and then come back. And just feel that. You're turning the corner with your steering wheel and then come back. And notice what's happening in your hand, in the left hand, as you open and then close. Feel that? Open and close. And now you're sitting in the car and you want to lean on the door on the right. So just bring your rib cage to the right and then come back. So really try, like, where's the door? Can I be really cool and lean on the door and then come back and then lean on the door and come back. Nice. Other side. Right hand holds onto your left rib cage. Left hand is forward and then turn the corner. And then come back. Turn the corner. And come back. One more time. Turn the corner. Shoulder lifts, other shoulder drops. And then come back. Now lean your rib cage. You're in a European car. Lean your shoulder or your rib cage on the door to the left as you drive. And then come back. Lean your shoulder on the left. You're being really cool driving down a road in Italy. And come back. And lean. And come back. Nice. Roll into your rib cage. And then roll in the other direction. Nice. How cool. So come into a cross-legged position definitely for this. So cross-legged position. Get rid of your block. Reach both hands forward in front of you. Draw your right elbow back like a bow and arrow or lawnmower. Bring your fingers to the floor behind you. Reach your left hand over and hold on to your knee or your thigh. And then twist towards the right. Get really tall. And notice how your rib cage is. So draw the right rib cage back more and try and imagine that your left rib cage is going to try and move not behind you, but just straight forward towards the right. So you're like, sometimes I think these moments are epic. It's like, imagine you're on the scene of Gone with the Wind and the director says, and now turn your whole self and gaze into the sunset. And you're like, so really feel like you're turning in awe and gazing at a sunset longingly. Get taller, get longer, get more open and feel the rib cage responding. And then release. Change the cross of your legs. Other side. So bring your left elbow back. Bring your left fingers to the floor behind you. Hold on to your left knee with your right hand and then turn and look longingly and epically towards the left. I read this research. I'm going to go find it. They said that awe, the feeling of awe, is actually anti-inflammatory. So that just blew my mind. That awe, that feeling of, just something greater. actually down-regulates our nervous system and down-regulates our immune system so that we have less inflammation in our body. So doing awesome things like this moment, like be awesome right now. Like expand, feel your heart expand, get taller. Like feel the sunrise around you. Feel the spring around you. And release. Nice, just hands to your rib cage. And just draw a circle so you feel the movement of your collarbones and your chest in your hands. And then circle in the other direction. Feel the collarbones and your chest moving in your hands. Just feel that. It's like a little bit of being at sea. Nice. And then just shoulders up and down. Feel the movement in your fingers, in the collarbones. And then just round and pull. Round and pull back. Nice. Come stand on your mat. And come stand to the front. Nice. Push your feet down, straighten through the legs, lengthen through the spine, and feel that connections that we've created in the rib cage. So now as you lengthen through the spine, feel how it's like, for me, I feel like the wings of a bird are encircling my chest, and I feel this sense of, I feel movement and connection and stuff. Nice. So take your left foot and step it back. So we're coming into triangle. So left foot's at a 45-degree angle, right foot is pointing directly forward. Bend your knees slightly, push down into your feet, straighten your legs, tuck your tailbone, rise through the spine, and then slide your right hand down your right thigh, and left hand is on your hips. You can't have it in rib cage, but on your hips. And then pull your left shoulder back and push down a little bit more into your feet. So feel the ground beneath you. Feet, legs, pelvis, spine, widen into your arms. Bring your fingers to the front of your shoulder, draw your rib cage back. So always we're protecting the shoulders by giving the movement its proper orientation, which is you turn your chest first and then you extend your arm. Your arm actually doesn't do moving. It just extends from where it is more or less. Nice. Bend your elbow and then reach your right hand down. Go slowly and bring your fist to the floor. And then bring your left elbow back into lawnmower. Bend your front knee, bring your elbow to your knee. And then just do that a few times. Elbow rests on your thigh. Bring your left fist down. And then pull your elbow back and feel the power of your legs. Fist down. And then pull it back. And notice your rib cage moving. How do you really connect to your rib cage? Nice. So the next movement, if you have anything going on in your shoulder, be really careful with this one. So turn yourself so your torso is facing towards the left and bring your left fist straight out in front of you. So my two hands are in the same angle, more or less. So my left fist is going to push straight to the left. And as I turn my chest, it ends up that my left arm is straight out from me and it stays in the same line and it's pointing towards the left. And then I turn back and I pull my left shoulder back. So it's like a little engine, your left arm. Anything going on, be really slow with this moment. Just feel that left shoulder pulls back when you're back up to center. And then left fist push forward. One more time. Pull your shoulder back. And then push your shoulder forward. Nice. Slowly rising up. Turn your toes in the other direction. So right foot is pointing towards the back. No, left foot is pointing towards the back of your mat. Right foot's turned at a 45-degree angle. Those of you who don't know yet, I'm really dyslexic. So I really don't know my left from my right. I just kind of know that different sides of the room have different names rather than my body. It's very interesting. So from here, push down into your feet, tuck your tailbone, rise through your spine, and then slide your left hand down your left thigh. And just pause there. Really draw that right shoulder back. Feel the ground beneath you, pushing down. Nice. From here, bring your fingers to the front of your shoulder, draw your elbow back, and then reach your right fist slowly down towards the floor. Go slowly with that one. pull it back, bring your forearm to your thigh, and then just do lawnmower a few times. And feel the power of the ground beneath you and your stand. You know, the legs are really solid. You have this sense of really connecting into the earth of you, the power of you. Nice, one more time. Next movement, be careful. Reach your right fist straight out towards the right, and then drop your chest down so your arm is straight out from your shoulder, and then pull back so your arm is still straight out from your shoulder. So you're orienting your chest in different directions, just feeling what that does. Go slowly if you have something going on with your shoulder, or just don't bother, do it. At any stage, get rid of anything that doesn't serve you. Nice, both hands to the floor, and come into your cat pose. So using your rib cage, round and arch. Round, arch. And then draw a big circle with your rib cage. Circling. And then in the other direction. Circling. Now sit your bum back into your child's pose. Head is resting down, or head is resting in your hands, or your arms are back, or your arms are forward, or if child's pose is something you don't like, then rest on your back. And just wherever you are, make sure your head, your forehead has contact. And I really like, two palms resting on underneath my forehead, or the floor very clearly, or something really clear in the contact. And then imagine that everything in your head, all the electricity, can fall down through the contact and earth itself. And you're just slowing down your mind, slowing down your breath, and deepening into the sense of this body, this moment. So just, I'll tell you a story for a minute. It's not even a story, but here on the farm, or on in the land, we use them. There's this moon calendar called the BIODYNAMIC moon calendar. And so every month we see that in the sea, that when the moon is high, the tides are really big, and every day the moon is pulling the tides around the earth. And that's why there's all these movements of the water, because the gravitational field of the moon is pulling it around the place. And so then it's a given then that at different times of the month, for example, when the moon is really full, all the water on the planet is being pulled towards the moon, and you are 80% water. So the water of you is being pulled towards the moon. But also all the water in every plant is as well. So certain times of the month within the cycle of the moon, when the water is being pulled upwards, the best growth happens in leaf, because as the water pulls upwards, the leaves grow. And then when the moon is dark, or in the deep of it, the moon is pulling downwards, and therefore that's best for roots. There you go. So right now, today is a leaf day. So that's why we have lettuce, spinach, and parsley. So have a great day, Sunday, if you're doing it here with me today. If not, then whatever day it is, then have a wonderful day. And I will see you all tomorrow. And thanks so much. I hope you feel a little bit juicier in your rib cage now. And great. Thanks, guys. Ciao.